Hi viewers, welcome to today's video, and in this video we are going to discuss about the negative health impacts on those individuals performing tukam, or that is referred to as hook singing, which is actually a religious ritual that is performed believing that it could grant them the blessings from Lord Murugan, which is actually a misconception because this kind of acts actually is a sinful uh, uh, procedure, and also these kinds of acts actually involves piercing hooks through the skin and suspending the person's body weight from these hooks. This can lead to severe wounds, infections, and long term physical issues if they are procedurized or performed under very unhygienic and unsterile conditions. The intense pain and stress of the ordeal can have lasting psychological effects, including trauma and anxiety. Participants might also feel pressured to undergo this ritual due to community expectations, which can exacerbate stress and mental health issues. If the piercing and suspension are not performed under sterile conditions, there's a high risk of infections, which is often serious and require medical intervention in times of being fatal. These events often attract large crowds, which can lead to issues with crowd management, including the risk of stampedes, fights, and other disturbances. Additionally, the spectacle of such a ritual can impact the emotional and psychological well being of spectators, especially small children. And from a broader societal perspective or angle, such practices can draw criticism for perceived cruelty or barbarism, affecting the cultural image of the community. There are ethical debates about whether such traditions should continue, especially given modern understandings of human rights and welfare. Organizing such events can be costly, involving not just the setup for the ritual but also ensuring medical assistance and security. This can be a significant financial burden on the community or temple organizing the event. With increasing scrutiny by human rights organizations, such events might face legal challenges or regulatory restrictions affecting the traditional practices and their continuations. And also, basically, these kinds of acts, which involves the insertion of hooks through the skin, can cause significant tissue damage, leading to painful wounds, and the risk of injury is heightened by the weight and motion during suspension. There's a substantial risk of infection if the hooks and equipment used are not sterilized properly. The wounds can become entry points for bacteria, leading to infections that may require medical treatment. And also, the body's natural healing process can lead to scar formation at the site of the hooks. For some, these scars may be significant and permanent, and there's a huge and heavy blood loss from piercing and suspension. And while generally not severe, in some cases it might lead to complication, especially if the person has a pre-existing condition like anemia. And this also results in nerve damage. Improper placement of hooks can lead to nerve damage, which might cause long-term numbness or pain in the affected areas. And also, this leaves a psychological impact on the person undergoing such a procedure, and the intense pain and the dramatic nature of the ritual can be traumatic for participants, potentially leading to post-traumatic stress disorder, PTSD, or other anxiety-related issues. And also, participants might feel compelled to undergo tukam due to community or familial pressure, leading to psychological stress or resentment, which can affect mental health. and the fear and anxiety that result from it is excessively high. The anticipation of pain and the visual impact of the ritual can induce fear and anxiety not just in the participants but also in spectators, especially small children. And the chronic pain undergone by the participants at the sites of piercing is extremely extremely higher, and especially if there has been nerve damage or improper healing, this causes a very severe pain at the site, and also impact on daily life uh, is also a major concern. Depending on the severity of the physical effects, and individuals daily activities and quality of life can be impacted. This might include limitations on physical activities or constant pain, and also this causes long-term joint problems. And these kinds of joint problems range from arthritis, tendonitis, bursitis, to permanent joint deformation. And also the act of suspension places unusual stress and strain on various parts of the body, particularly the shoulders, back, and sometimes the hips and knees, depending on how the body is suspended. This stress can exacerbate existing joint issues or contribute to new ones. And repetitive stress injuries also resulted upon someone participating in such ritual repeatedly over the years. And the continuous stress can lead to repetitive stress injuries in the joints. These injuries occur due to the repeated strain and overuse of the same joints and muscles. And improper healing and alignment also resulted upon. And also this if injuries from the hooks or the suspension do not heal properly, they can lead to chronic pain and issues with joint alignment. This misalignment can cause uneven stress on the joints during everyday activities, leading to long-term problems. And also, when considering the types of joint problems, arthritis occurs as a result of increased risk of developing such. And also this arthritis which develops is of osteoarthritis. And the osteoarthritis in the stress joints due to the degradation of cartilage from repeated trauma is actually really painful. And also inflammation of the tendons, which can be painful and restrict joint mobility, is of tendonitis. And inflammation of the bursae, fluid filled sacs that cushion joints due to excessive pressure and movement, is of bursitis. And in severe cases, the physical trauma and improper healing might lead to permanent joint deformations. So basically, what I'm trying to say to you all is that uh, actually the Lord is not expecting you all to perform such severe acts of straining yourself and exerting pressure on yourself, because actually the Lord, what really the Lord wants you all to do is that lead a healthy and a proper life without engaging in such harmful acts to you and the community as a whole. So the Lord is always there, even if you don't perform these acts. So it's better if you all don't perform these acts in the future. And also, these acts do not take you anywhere, but only leads to harmful health impacts that lasts for a long period of time. So considering all of this, I hope you all make the right decision when engaging in acts as this. And also, mm, um, let's meet on another video very soon. Until then, signing off. Bye.